According to the Associated Press, former tight end, NFL star, and New England Patriot Aaron Hernandez was found dead in his prison cell. The report says, according to the Associated Press, is that Aaron Hernandez tied a bed sheet to his window and he committed suicide. He put objects in front of the door to block it so nobody can come in. This happened at 3:05 a.m. An hour later, he was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Aaron Hernandez, this is a very sad story. This was a guy who could have had it all. I watched Aaron Hernandez for a very long time. I remember Aaron Hernandez when he was playing in Bristol, Connecticut in high school. And I watched him when he played in Florida during that time when Tim Tebow was there. And I watched him play for the New England Patriots. I always thought that Aaron Hernandez was a good player. But Aaron Hernandez never seemed to be able to keep himself out of the streets. I will never understand that. I will never understand how a person can become rich and successful and they want to be in the streets. It's weird to me, man, because it seems like the people that are rich, they want to be in the hood. But the people that's in the hood, they want to be where the rich folk are. Everybody wants to be in another person's shoes. Aaron Hernandez, unbelievable, man. This guy signed a 5-year, $40 million contract. At this time, he was the highest paid tight end in the National Football League when he signed that contract back in 2013. But everybody know about him being convicted of murdering Odin Lloyd over something just so ridiculous, because Odin Lloyd was friends with some guys that he had beef with, and he kills the man. And he gets sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Throws his life away. And 5 days before he committed suicide, he was found not guilty over a crime in 2012, a double murder. He was acquitted on no charges. But it was just sad, man, to watch him in a courtroom and his daughter right behind him. And that was the first time his daughter ever went to court and saw her dad. And he's blowing kisses at her and stuff like that. And as the judge was reading, the counts, and, the jury said that he was not guilty. He had tears in his eyes. But I can't be too sentimental when it comes to Aaron Hernandez, man. I can't feel sorry for Aaron Hernandez in this situation. Now, I pray for him. I pray for his family. I pray for his daughter who has to grow up without a father. I pray for his wife who was put in this position. I pray for her sister who was dating the guy that he murdered. I mean, it's just so many sad cases all around due to this situation with Aaron Hernandez, man. This is a guy who could have had it all, but he could not keep himself out of the streets. Why was he trying to be hard? You are a New England Patriot. You're in the National Football League. You are in a position where I guarantee you there are so many people who are big fans of the National Football League would have changed places with Aaron Hernandez in a second. This guy had the opportunity to be the very best, but he threw it all away because he wanted to be a gangster. Why? Why would you throw that all away? Why would you just take away something that was just so special just so people can think that you're hard? I do not understand it. Aaron Hernandez made the biggest mistake of his life. So many things could have happened. Number one, if you're married, why are you going out to the club like that anyway? All right. Your wife just had a baby. You should be at home with your wife. That's where you should be. Shouldn't be out here in these streets. Ain't nothing out there in the streets, no way. Early in the morning like that, 2 o'clock in the morning. What you out there for? Okay? And then you get mad because the guy talks to somebody that you don't like? What, are we in high school? Huh? Aaron Hernandez, man, unbelievable, man. But he hung himself, man. And they said that they found the scripture of John 3:16. He printed it on his forehead. According to some sources right now, there were 3 letters found in his cell that was next to a Bible. Man, it's just sad. I mean, it's just sad. I mean, we don't know what was going on in the mind of Aaron Hernandez during that time. We really don't know. But I will say this, and I said this, and I'm glad that the family decided to do this. They decided to give his brain to science to get tested for CTE, and I said that they should, because something has to be wrong here. I mean, we look at people like Junior Seau, who committed suicide a couple years ago. They said that he had signs of CTE. I think that Aaron Hernandez may have signs of CTE. I mean, we have to explain this situation. I mean, honestly, we have to, because it doesn't make any sense. And I think that it was a right move by the family. I mean, get his brain tested, see what's going on, see if he did have signs of CTE, because we can pretend because we love football, and I know it's a sin to talk against football, and I love it too. But you have so many of these former players out here that are suffering from CTE out here, and because they took all these different hits to the head, maybe Aaron Hernandez, suffered the same thing. I mean, I know he was 27 years old. I know he was young, but he does play the tight end position. They don't just catch the ball, they block too. So while you're blocking, I mean, you're going helmet to helmet. So I think that was a good move by the family. I think that, this is very, very unfortunate. I can't say rest in peace to him on that. Like I said, I pray that he was right with God at the last hours of his life. But I pray for his family. Those are the people that I feel like are the victims here. The Lloyd family, the family of Orton Lloyd, his wife, her sister. I mean, these are the victims. Aaron Hernandez was not a victim. Aaron Hernandez had it all, and he threw it all away that one fateful night.